2 seasons ago, Wolfsburg were lighting up German football. DFB Pokal winners, DFL Super Cup winners, and Bundesliga runners-up. With top quality players including Kevin De Bruyne, Ivan Perisic, and Andre Schürrle all in the squad, many thought Wolfsburg would kick on and potentially dethrone Bayern Munich as Germany's top side. However, after selling off their top players, Wolfsburg now sit in 14th position, only 1 point ahead of the relegation zone. It is time to rewrite history and rebuild Wolfsburg. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another rebuilding video. Today we're stepping outside of England. We're going across to Germany for the second time in this series. Wolfsburg are a side that I'm pretty excited to rebuild. I do remember a few years ago when they had that golden period, and I want to bring it back. They've got a nice squad of young players which I'm pretty excited to use and abuse, and also some positions that need strengthening. This should be quite a fun and challenging rebuild. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. If you do go on to enjoy today's rebuild, however, make sure that you leave a like on the video. If we could smash over 2,000 likes once again, that would be absolutely fantastic. Also, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. This is what our starting 11 looks like in Season 1. The midfield, I don't really plan on touching it. We've got such a strong bench as well. Most of these players grow into the 80s. The main position we need to improve, we'll need a new right midfielder. Verena is 30 years of age, thought he was 29. We're going to go and get some new defenders, going to get a brand new world-class right back, a brand new centre back, and then in Season 2, maybe this season, a new striker. So we are going to make our first signing for this rebuild, and it's a player that a lot of people have wanted me to sign for a while. We've got him for a pretty decent price. Nicholas Sewell, I apologise if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but we're bringing him in for 25 million from Hoffenheim. And we have sold our first player, Diego Benaglio, however, he has gone to Bournemouth for 8 million. Another player leaving the club, he was someone that I was kind of on edge about selling, but Luis Gustavo is going to Valencia for 22.5 million, which gives us an opportunity now to put some of our younger players into that midfield spot. Another huge pickup here, Xherdan Shaqiri from Stoke, the man himself coming in for £17 million. We're putting Verena in the transfer offer as well. Not going to use him if Shaqiri's here. We are going absolutely crazy with the transfer offers here. Kelechi Iheanacho, the Nigerian beast, we're signing him for an absolute steal of £10 million from Manchester City. He'll replace Gomez next season. Another new player coming in, a right back this time, Rick Karsdorp from Feyenoord, 77 rated. He's coming in for a pretty low sum of £8.5 million. We have absolutely killed it in this transfer window. So this is what our starting 11 looks like right now. I am very happy with the business we've done. I didn't expect to be able to get all 4 of my wants achieved in this first transfer window. We're looking pretty good. Maybe we go in for a new goalkeeper. If we have the funds, I will. If not, I won't worry about it. And since we have brought in Rick Karsdorp, there's no real need to have Sebastian Jung hanging around the side. We've sold him on for 6.5 million to Leverkusen. So here we are on the 1st of January, about halfway through the season, and it's been a better start to the season than in real life. Sitting in 9th position, we are on 21 points. Surprisingly, look down at 16th. Leipzig, who are coming second in real life right now, they're in 16th. Schalke also having a pretty bad season. no surprises that Bayern are leading the league. So compared to our first transfer window, January has been quite the dull one. No signings, no players sold. Let's just end off season 1 and see where we finished. So here we are at the end of the Bundesliga season, and after 34 games, we finish in 8th position. I'm sure a lot of Wolfsburg fans would take this position right now. Ingolstadt and Darmstadt are going down. Freiburg, I believe they play in the relegation match. Let's have a look at how that went. They stay up, they won 1-0. And as you would have seen, Bayern Munich won the Duscher Pokal. We didn't even make the last 16, which is a little bit disappointing. And Bayern Munich, they won the Champions League as well, which means they've done the treble. Fair play to them. Hopefully we can do the treble sometime soon. In the Europa League, it was an all-Spanish affair for the final. Atletico Madrid defeated Sevilla 2-1. And at the end of season number 1, this is how our squad looks. I'm pretty happy with the players we've brought in. I think they're going to go quite nicely next season. It's all about just improving and eventually getting them so that we have a very good side. A lot of our midfield is going to be very strong, and a lot of our side we still need to improve on. But the positive here is that a lot of our players are in the green. They're all going up, so hopefully we can grow on that next season. My main thing for season 2 is going to be bring in a new goalkeeper. Someone world class. Someone that's going to help us get Champions League football. I think that's the way to go about it. Good to see Clichy and Nacho up at 79 right now. He's going to be on par with Gomez quite soon, but I'm excited. I'm interested, but I'm excited. So season 1 was a pretty quick one, but let's get into season 2 and see if we can qualify for the Champions League. So here we are kicking off season number 2, and my main goal for this season, or for this opening transfer window, bring in a new world-class goalkeeper. We've sold our current one. Cohen Castells has gone to Red Bull Leipzig for £22.5 million. Another player leaving the club here, Mario Gomez, going to Dortmund for £16 million. I thought I'd get rid of him while he's still worth something to us. And we have brought in our brand new goalkeeper, Kevin Trapp, the German goalkeeper from PSG, coming back to his homeland of Germany for £25 million. Another player leaving the club here, Daniel Didavi, is going to Borussia Mönchengladbach for £15 million. And we are going to bring in a brand new player, our second signing for this second season, a new world-class centre midfielder. Welcome, Andre Gomes. Andre Gomez, whatever floats your boat. 1 hour to go in this opening transfer window for season number 2. It's been a pretty successful transfer window. 2 players in, Trapp and Gomes. Castells, Gomez and Didavi all out of the club. I'm pretty happy with that. So here we are, the 1st of January, not where we wanted to be if I'm being completely honest. Sitting mid-table, 11th position on 21 points. However, the positive, we're closer to hitting the top of the table. Not the top of the table, Bayern are absolutely killing it, but the top half compared to the bottom half. Alright, so we are in January. Our first pre-season signing for this entire rebuild is one of my favorite players to get on a friggin' pre-contract, I should say. It is Christian Eriksen from Tottenham, signing on a free. Absolutely amazing. Welcome to Wolfsburg next year, mate. Another player coming into the club on a pre-contract is going to be Oguzhan Ozyakup. We've brought him in previous rebuilds. He is a beast, and I want to give him a good run in this rebuild, so welcome on a free. And we have sold one of our youngsters, Ismail Azoui. He wanted to leave the club. He said he was feeling homesick even though he is German, and he left for Bolton. That just doesn't make sense. We have just made a huge transfer on deadline day. Yunus Mali has gone to Ruben Kazan for a massive £52 million. I just replied that because I thought, oh, they're not going to pay that much for him. They've paid that much for him, so we have 5 hours now to use this money effectively and make a big difference to the squad. Yes! Get in there, boys! I was crapping it so hard. 1 hour to go on transfer deadline day. We have had 2 massive contracts accepted. I've decided Ntep is injured for the next few months and we need to upgrade the left mid spot. We've had 70 million plus Ntep accepted for Coutinho, and we've had flat out 53 million accepted for Leroy Sané. If this was the first window, I would go for Sané, but since we have no more business to do for the rest of Season 2, we're going to make the monster signing, Philippe Coutinho, coming to Wolfsburg. What a successful way to finish off January. Let's get into the rest of the season. Just for reference, this is what our side looks like now. We have half our squad is absolutely amazing. Half of it, it's getting there. So here we are at the end of the Bundesliga season. We've made a good decent amount of ground in the second half. However, we haven't qualified for the Champions League. We're going to be playing European football next year, but it's only Europa League. In the Dusche Pokal, once again, pretty poor effort, not even in the round of 16. Manchester United won the Champions League. They defeated Sevilla in the final, which is pretty surprising to see. And the Europa League final was an all-English affair. However, Chelsea defeated Everton 3-0. We made some brilliant signings in Season 2. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the Champions League, but I am pretty confident we'll do it next year. Let's see if we keep our job. Yes, we do. The 49 manager rating scared me a little bit, but let's get into season number 3. So here we are, kicking off season number 3, and I thought we need to bring in another world-class centre-back. Yes, we have Bruma, but I think we need to improve on him. So we've brought in that player, another Premier League player, another German player, Skordran Mustafi, coming in for £50 million. So this is what our squad looks like right now, and in all honesty, we've built up a pretty amazing side, especially our midfield. That front four there is insane. I think we're going to win the league this season. We should qualify for the Champions League at least, and we might be able to give the Europa League a good run. And speaking of the Europa League, we actually have to qualify for it first. We finished in 5th position in the league, I believe it was. So we're taking on Göteborg, I believe they're Swedish. We're taking them on in the qualifying rounds. The only reason I know who they are is because Scott Jamieson, who used to play for the Western Sydney Wanderers, big fan of Scotty Jamieson's. I'm pretty sure he plays for them. Yeah, there he is. Number 3, the left back. So that's how I know who they are. Fun fact, but we're going to simulate the first leg. We win 3-0. Arnold, Coutinho and Shaqiri all scoring goals. And we have sold Bazur here to Athletic Bilbao. I wanted to grow him over the series, but circumstances, they didn't allow for that. So he's going for £23 million. And the second leg here, away, travelling to Sweden, taking on Göteborg. We're up 3-0, so I'm pretty confident heading into this second leg. But we're not going to take our foot off the gas pedal. We want to qualify for the Europa League. We want to give it a good shot and see if we can get some European glory. It's not the ultimate objective, but it is a start. We're going to simulate it. No point watching it through. We score anyways. Ian Archer makes it 4-0. They make it 4-1, but Mustafi scores in the 54th minute. And we're going to the Europa League. So here we are, about halfway through the Bundesliga season. On the 1st of January, we're sitting in 7th position. We want to be higher. Fortunately, we have the ability to get higher. Only 3 points away from 4th placed Dortmund. But it looks like Leverkusen are running away with the league right now. And in the Europa League, we didn't make it out of our group. That is surprising. Somehow we didn't beat PAOK and Spartak Moscow. That is really bad. Our squad is not doing anywhere near as good as it should be. I think our squad has the capabilities to win the Champions League, or at least give it a good run. And we're sitting 7th in the Bundesliga and can't make it out of our group in the Europa League. That is not good. So here we are in the January transfer window. There's a lot of decent players on pre-contract expiries, and there's only one that I've gone in for. I'm going to be playing him at striker next season. Going to be rotating him with Iheanacho. It is one of my favorite players in career mode, Anthony Martial. And we have sold Johannes Horn here to 1860 München, £950,000. He wanted to leave the club, so we're going to let him. Finally, we've qualified for the Champions League. It's only taken us 4 bloody seasons, but in season number 4, Wolfsburg will be in the Champions League. Fair play to Leverkusen, they absolutely crushed the league this season. Taking a look at the other tournaments, we did finally make it into the round of 16 for the Duscher Pokal. We made it all the way to the semi-finals where we lost on penalty shootout to Hamburg. Chelsea ended up winning the Champions League 4-3 on a penalty shootout against Barcelona. Here's to hoping we can be in the mix next season. And in the Europa League, Tottenham ended up going all the way to the final, defeating Benfica. In the final, Benfica's trophy curse continues. So at the end of the 3rd season, this is how our squad looks. I'm very happy with how the squad is trotting along. Next season, we're probably going to need to bring in a new left back. Ricardo Rodriguez keeps denying my contracts. I've offered him upwards of £400,000 a week because at this stage he is one of the best left backs in the game, but he's not accepting anything, so a lot of our money is going to go towards bringing in a brand new world-class left back, and then we're going to focus on filling out some of the other positions, but I think we're going to be able to give the Champions League a good crack in Season 4. And so, without further ado, let's get into Season 4 and let's have a go at the Champions League. So kicking off the 4th season here, we needed to bring in a new left back. Rodriguez left on a free. And we've got 3 world-class left backs accepting contract offers. Alexandro, David Alaba and Lavan Kazawa, and I've decided the main position we need to upgrade, and I think once we get a top left back, we will win the Champions League. I'm going to go in for David Alaba for 2 reasons. We're getting a world-class left back, and it weakens a Bundesliga rival. A double win for us. Welcome to Wolfsburg, David Alaba. So this is how our squad is looking heading into Season 4. Changed up the formation so that we can have Martial and Iheanacho playing up front together. It's a bit of a Premier League All-Stars front line, and then a very German and international backline. But I am very confident about our chances of winning the treble even. So let's get into it. Let's have a look at our Champions League group and let's start the simulations. So we have a pretty difficult group in the Champions League. Us, Liverpool, Villarreal and Panathinaikos. If we didn't get out of our group in the Europa League last season, I'm not too confident about our hopes for this Champions League group. Turns out I didn't need to be worried. We top our Champions League group. We're heading into the round of 16 with Liverpool. So here we are in January, about halfway through the window, and I think we need to focus on bringing in another striker, someone that can come in as a backup throughout the Champions League in case we get injuries. We've found that man, Luka Jovic, 79 rated from Benfica. He's coming in for 11.5 million. And right now in the Bundesliga, we are absolutely flying. Only 1 loss all season, 39 points. Leipzig are our closest rivals in the Bundesliga title race, 35 points for them. And then old reliable Bayern Munich, 32 points. So it is Champions League round of 16 time. We're in the bottom left corner. We are taking on Inter Milan, another side we've rebuilt in the past. Some huge clashes here. Look at the top left hand corner. That is absolutely fantastic. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid going head to head. So one of the massive clubs are going to be knocked out. So we are travelling away to the San Siro for the first leg of the round of 16. Let's see how we perform. Let's see if we can get into, or at least get 1 foot into the quarterfinals. I want to win the Champions League this season. I want to complete the challenge. We are missing Karsdorp, our right back, for this game. Too many yellow cards in the group stages. Trash comes in for him. Eriksson gives us an away goal, but they get a goal right back. Fortunately, we need away goals. That is good to see. So, they have a pretty good side. Inter Milan have a lot of high potential players, as you would have seen from our Inter Milan rebuild. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. But we need another away goal. Come on, fellas. Someone step up. Martial, step up. Nope, it's 1-1. At least we got an away goal. The second leg here, we're back in Germany, hoping to get through to the quarterfinals. We have the away goal thanks to Christian Eriksen, but how much will it help us in this second leg? We've got a full strength squad on the pitch, Karsdorp back into it, and Coutinho gives us the lead in the 3rd minute, so we're 2-1 up on aggregate. The main thing is not conceding goals. As soon as I say that, they're getting away goals, so it's all tied up. We can't allow them to get 2 away goals, otherwise it's advantage Inter Milan. Come on, fellas, step up and give us the lead, get us through to the quarterfinals. Right now it looks like we're going to extra time. Karsdorp gets injured, Martial in the 88th minute. What a winner! Martial getting us through to the quarterfinals. So in the Champions League last 8, we are taking on Manchester City. They absolutely manhandled Benfica 6-1 in the round of 16. Other notable clashes, in fact, all the remaining games are big. Barcelona versus Liverpool, Real Madrid, Tottenham, Manchester United, Chelsea. It is crazy, but let's focus on ourselves. Let's take down Pep Guardiola's men. At home once again, staying in Germany for the first leg. Let's make sure we don't let Kevin De Bruyne and co score some goals. Of course, De Bruyne, a former Wolfsburg man himself, so let's not see if we can make it extra emotional. Gundogan in there as well. Gabriel Jesus. Walker gets a red card. They've signed Kyle Walker. Sane still gets a goal for them. That doesn't make sense. We must have just capitulated. Coutinho misses a penalty. They're 1-0 up with an away goal, which is not good. And they've got a less man. We've got 11 men. They've got 10. Surely we're going to score. Surely. Come on. FIFA. Ah, you screwed me over. 1-0 with 10 men virtually the whole game. That is bullcrap. Away at the Etihad for the second leg. We've got a bit of ground to make up here. 1-0 down, they've got an away goal, we need an away goal. Iheanacho, Martial, Coutinho, I'm looking at you boys, you need to step up and get us that away goal. We don't have, Eriksen gets us an away goal, yes, that is nice and early. I was about to say we don't have Mustafi, he picked up too many yellow cards. They don't have Kyle Walker, but they have Seamus Coleman. It's 1-0 so far, so right now it is tied. We can't let them score. We need to get another goal to win on away goals rule. Please. Yes! Osimhen, I didn't even notice. He gets the goal. They bring it back, but it doesn't matter. We're going through to the Champions League semi-finals on away goals rule. An unlikely hero stepping up and getting us through. Another English opponent in the semi-finals. We are taking on Tottenham. And look on the other side. Liverpool beat Barcelona. And Chelsea beat Manchester United, and Spurs beat Real Madrid, so we're the only non-English team in the semi-finals. That's how you know FIFA is unrealistic. Travelling away to North London, White Hart Lane for the semi-final here against Tottenham. The first leg. Let's get ourselves one foot in the door to this final. I'm not surprised we're in this position because our squad, it's legit. It is a good bloody squad. Look at that. It's a good squad. Tottenham, they have a good squad as well. But our squad, it's good. So nothing really happening so far. We need to get an away goal. That I stress about it so much. But it's so true. Martial, Iheanacho, step up. You've both been pretty damn quiet in this final. Or in this semi-final, I should say. Still 0-0, and it's gonna stay that way. We're even heading into the second leg. Back at home here for the second leg. We can't allow Spurs to score a goal. We need to make sure it's a clean sheet, and we need to make sure we score a gazillion goals. You can say that for every bloody game of football, but it's extra true here. Same squad, same strongness. Looks like they're rocking a pretty similar squad. There's no, yes actually there is Harry Kane. Coutinho gets us a goal. Let's keep it this way. Keep it this way. And we're going to be facing either Liverpool or Chelsea in the Champions League final. Hold on boys. Kevin Trapp, I'm looking at you son. No goals. No goals. Let's get another goal. Coutinho. 2-1. Yes. No more goals. No more goals. We're going through to the Champions League final. 2-1 over Tottenham. So in the Champions League final, we are going to be taking on Chelsea. Wolfsburg versus Chelsea. It should be quite a challenge. I believe this is the first time we've taken on Chelsea in this rebuilding series. In the other competitions, Arsenal beat Juventus in the Europa League final 2-1. Bayern Munich ended up clawing it back and winning the Bundesliga. We had an abysmal second half of the season, losing 8 games and finishing 4th. So at least we'll be playing Champions League football next season if we don't win today. In the Dusha Pokal, we go one step worse than last season, once again getting knocked out on a penalty shootout. And just in case we win the Champions League final and the rebuild finishes, of course, I'm going to show you my squad report. I'm pretty happy with the squad we've built. It's taken longer than I expected. It's been 4 pretty long seasons, but we've put together a very, very good side. A lot of people get angry when I win the Champions League in the first season, but the thing is, by the time we get to these deep rebuilds, our squad is generally amazing by the time we get to the Champions League. So that's what's happened here. We've built a gun squad. It's only taken us 1 attempt so far. Let's go on and see if we can beat Chelsea to bring the Champions League title to Wolfsburg. Pre-game loading screens may have glitched out and shown our squad in a different formation, but that's not going to stop us from bringing the Champions League title to Wolfsburg. They're on the attack. Nemanja Matic, go on to Costa, straight past our pathetic defense, and Diego Costa really should have given Chelsea the lead there. They're on the attack. Williams running down the line. They've got numbers in the middle. They go back post to Hazard. Eden Hazard shooting that one, saved from trap. We've had more possession, but Chelsea have made better opportunities. Let's not let them convert those opportunities into goals. It goes straight back out to Hazard. We're going to rush at him. Puts that one back post. Falls to Moses. Tries to flick it over his head. He hits it and it's saved from trap again. Good stuff from Eriksen. Lovely pressure. Now we're hitting them here. Eriksen, not a great ball, but it ends up finding Karsdorp. Here we go. Gomez. Andre Gomes, whatever his name is. Going to Coutinho. Coutinho in the box. Philippe Coutinho hits that one. It's deflected. Oh, that's our first real opportunity. Here we go. Karsdorp going to Xherdan Shaqiri. Going through to Iheanacho. Back to Shaqiri. He's cutting around. Xherdan Shaqiri. Eriksen hits it. Eriksen scores it. What a strike from the Dane. A very undeserved goal there. But Christian Eriksen gives us the friggin' lead with our first real strike of the game. Massive props to Xherdan Shaqiri. He ran around looking for the space. I did not expect us to score that one there. Shaqiri, I guess we really deserved to score that one from that positioning, but that was a rocket of a finish. We got a free kick here. Gomez looking to put this one into the area. I'm going to put it just about there. Run onto it, boys. Go on, Karsdorp. It falls. Coutinho saved from Courtois. Oh, how has Diego Costa got that one? If he scored that, I would have been so salty. Chelsea continue to attack. Van Ginkel off the bench. Going through. What a tackle. The follow-up and they score it. Chelsea have equalised through Pasalic. I thought we were going to be safe after that tackle. And I want to see who was meant to be marking Pasalic. Having a look on the replay, great stuff from Van Ginkel, but once again, we're pretty poor defensively. Karsdorp, sort of, I guess, was meant to be marking him. He really should have got to that one, but it's a good opportunistic finish from Pasalic. Going there, they're passing it around, they're trying to split our defense. Great tackle from Shkodran Mustafi. Now can we hit them on the counter-attack? 3 minutes of added time. Oh, that was meant to go to Iheanacho, but I see on the left-hand side, Coutinho's wide open. Terrible bounce, but it's still on. Going through to Martial. Back to Coutinho. What a tackle from Martinez. And we're heading to extra time in what has been a highly competitive Champions League final. Here we go, Martial. Going to Philippe Coutinho. The Brazilian. Going to Luka Jovic, who's fresh off the bench. Going to Eriksen. Should have held onto that one for a little bit longer. Nicely held up from Shaqiri. He goes for the finesse and he's denied. Fingertip save from Courtois. What can we do off the resulting corner though? Xherdan Shaqiri putting that one in there. Sewell! Nicholas Sewell almost giving us the lead. Good stuff, Karsdorp. He's had a fantastic final. Here we go, Coutinho to Martial. Martial. We're gonna draw. We got the numbers. Eriksen holds on to it to Shaqiri. Xherdan Shaqiri on the angle. Denied once again. It has been all us in extra time. Eriksen into Mustafi. Shkodran Mustafi. Willian brings it down. Going into the centre there. Azpilicueta to Van Ginkel. Pasalic, the goal scorer, to Hazard. Pasalic continues to run up the field. Hazard though. Good tackle from Ozzy Cook, but it falls to Pasalic. They've got numbers. Azpilicueta shoots. Saved from trap. Oh, nicely done. It wasn't the passes we wanted, but now we're on the counter-attack. Shaqiri to Luka Jovic. Luka Jovic to Martial. Anthony Martial should have had the strike. He's still got it though. Cutting around. Martial getting past the defense to Xherdan Shaqiri across the face. Oh, they turned it over to Eriksen. Saved. No. We have the corner now. Xherdan Shaqiri looking for an option. Goes in there. Shkodran Mustafi saved from Courtois. What an intense extra time period this has been. Christian Eriksen. He's putting it in there. Mustafi again. Punched away from Courtois. Martial needs to be the first man to get to it. He is. He goes to Xherdan Shaqiri, who goes to Alaba. Alaba to Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho saved from Courtois again. We have killed Chelsea in this extra time period. How do we not have the lead? Xherdan Shaqiri, Luka Jovic, Sewell, and it's another corner. A millionth time lucky in the 120th minute. Mustafi again. It goes. It's tipped over again. This might have to be the most remarkable period of play I have had in a long time. Mustafi again saved on the line from Courtois, but it looks like we're going to be going to penalty shootout. Yes, we are. The Champions League title once again will be decided on penalties. Penalty shootout time. Chelsea versus Wolfsburg. Hazard versus Trapp. Let's see where they go. I reckon Hazard is going to go to the left-hand side. He chips it to the right-hand side. That is not the start we're after. David Alaba though, we're going to go to the left-hand side with him. Alaba hits it and he fortunately just gets that one over Courtois. My heart sunk a little there. Costa, he's going to hit this one to the left. He goes to the right-hand side again. So we need to get the breakthrough. We can't afford to concede. Nice penalty there. Up a 90 from Ozzy Cook. Fortunately, they stand still. David Luiz lining this one up. Hits that one to the right-hand side, but he misses off the crossbar. Advantage Wolfsburg if we can score this one. Martial, that is a top-quality penalty into the roof of the net. So it is now our advantage. Moses, he's going to hit this one straight down the middle. Thought we might have been able to collect that one with the feet. Eriksen, we're going to go to the left-hand side again. Eriksen hits that one. Another decent penalty. Courtois just needs to dive. But it doesn't matter about Courtois. If we save Van Ginkel's penalty, we win the Champions League final. Van Ginkel steps up and he sends it to the left-hand side. The one bloody time I go to the right-hand side. But I believe if we score this one, we win it. Xherdan Shaqiri. Can he win it for Wolfsburg? He's going to hit that one right, top right-hand corner. The Swissman wins it for Wolfsburg. Xherdan Shaqiri, he had a beautiful final, and he is going to get us the Champions League final and complete this rebuild. If you enjoyed today's Wolfsburg rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Check out my second channel, my social media links, and all that good stuff. But I'll let you guys enjoy the title celebrations. It's been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.